Mariners' bats went cold today. George Kirby had a decent start, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately, for the Mariners to be able to pull off the win. We're going to go ahead and play some Balatro here. As I do that, it was a loss for Kirby, whose ERA on the season goes to 5.4. As he went, where did it go? Where did it go? He went 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, struck out 3, walked 1. Bizzardo struck out 2, and Thornton struck out 1. We gave up Willie Castro homered, Cody Clemens homered, and it was a 2-0 ball game. And unfortunately, that was not enough. The Mariners were not able to overcome that. And because of that, the Mariners unfortunately fall. The Mariners had a rather rough day today at the plate with 11 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 3 hits, striking out their opponent 6 times, walking 1, and giving up 4 hits. It was a very, very good defensive game. The Twins actually committed a couple of errors, which I was rather surprised by, but it happened, and that's just something that you gotta understand happens when you are a team. The Twins win one of their first games in a while, which is good for them. They had actually what? I don't know what happened in that actual gameplay there, but the Mariners, unfortunately, as a team, have a problem where there are times where the bats are strong and the pitching's not great, and then there's other times as a team where the pitching's great and the bats aren't strong. And today was one of the days where the Mariners went cold, which is totally fine. Mariners are guaranteed at least a series split with the Twins, as the Twins were not a team that, or as it's a 4 game series, so the Mariners have to win tomorrow at a 1 o'clock game on the East Coast, so 10 o'clock back at home. It was a really rough game for the Mariners to play, and I did not enjoy much of the game. There was just not a lot going on. A lot of strikeouts for the Mariners. A lot of the time, the Mariners just sort of sat there, and you're just like, they need to just get a hit here, they need to get a hit there, things of that nature. And when they couldn't do it, you knew that it wasn't going to be good for the Mariners. And because of that, you knew that it was probably going to go down as a loss, no matter how well George Kirby played. And with George Kirby playing well, it's really good to see. He did have that one really bad start earlier in the season that destroyed his ERA, but thankfully his ERA has gotten a lot better over the course of the last few games, and he has not struggled quite as much as he has. The 6 strikeouts today are nowhere near the 14 that he had in the one start, but 6 strikeouts is still really good in 6 innings. You want to get about a strikeout per inning from your starting pitcher, and then your closers you're hoping can get 2 to 3 strikeouts per inning, or at least some other type of outs. Mariners faced all of the leverage arms from the Twins bullpen today, and it was just sort of like, okay, I guess that's happening. When you look at it, you had the
Ladies and
Mariners.
gentlemen,
I don't know why that happened. You had the Mariners facing Ryan for the starter, 6 hits or 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 8 Ks. Varland got a hold, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Jax got his 17th hold of the season, 1 strikeout, and Duran, who hit 2 batters yesterday, came in and got the 1 strikeout. The fact that they only gave up 4 base runners today is one of the reasons why they were. Yeah, 4 base runners. 5 base runners. Julio got hit. I forgot about that. We were 0 for 3 and left all 5 of our runners on base. That was runners in scoring position, and they were 1 for 2. JP struck out twice. Julio struck out once, but he had one of our hits. Cal struck out 3 times. I'm not really too mad about Cal striking out. I understand that Cal, with the way that he plays, is a power guy and will end up having days where he strikes out and will end up having days where he does better. And because of that, it's something we have to understand that sometimes it's going to happen. Other players who had not a great game, Donovan Solano 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Cole Young had another hit. Masterboni struck out once, but he ended up playing really well at third base. Rayleigh, Arozarena, and Julio were the outfield, which I thought was a really good outfield. I really like that. I like the way that is because that is an outfield that I actually trust to complete a game. And because of that, I know that we're going to have a very decent next little bit. But unfortunately, the Mariners do lose 2-0. They get shut out. They haven't been shut out in a while. They have one more game against Minnesota tomorrow, and after that, they go to Texas for 4 days. So there's a lot for the Mariners to look, but they're like really good in baseball. I've got to look at the numbers for June, but it looked like on the broadcast you're like first through fourth in pretty much every offensive number. So the Mariners are in a good spot. Thank you for joining me on this video about the Mariners, where we talk about that. Remember, you can follow me on TikTok at Sammy5436. You can follow me on Instagram at Sammy54361. You can follow me on other platforms on Patreon at Sammy5436. I have another premium platform that's the same. That's also the name of my Cameo, which Cameo is currently $7. I am hopefully going to be able to have some cameos come out. I'm looking to have a lot of exciting stuff coming out soon. Thank you for your time, and I will see you later.